Canes back to their winning ways. 3-game winning streak after that gross third period, probably inexplicable third period that I'm not used to seeing. The Canes are used to doing, and it was just one of those games. It was a snowball going in the wrong direction after a soft goal by Winnipeg early in the third period, and the rest was history with that one. But sometimes you got to get punched in the mouth to give you a jolt. And not only did that give us a jolt, but the acquisitions of Jake Gensel and Yevgeny Kuznetsov. Sorry if I said that wrong, but that has definitely put a pep in our step. And Frederik Andersen coming back in goal, getting 2 wins. Pyotr Kochetkov still being solid, and scoring from the blue line's always been a Kane specialty, especially the last few years. But you got a huge game for Brady Shea in the Montreal one where we won 4-1. Nasty backhander, and then kind of a breakaway goal for Brady Shea in that one. And Frederik Andersen kind of gave up a soft long goal for the one that he gave up against Montreal. And then after that, he was nails, making huge saves in the third period, especially when the Canadians made a big-time push in the third period, making 24 saves. And then Pyotr Kochetkov yesterday was amazing, solid, 23 out of 25 saves. And it was kind of should have probably been more of an easier game, but I don't know what goalie interference is, and neither does anyone else. But Nate just scored on a sniper from the point on the power play. He's on some sort of amazing heater, playmaking and scoring, which is really nice to have. Nate just with his speed, when he's not turning the puck over and it's finding the back of the net, is a deadly combination. But we had thought we'd scored another power play goal, Brady Shea again, but they called goalie interference. We challenged. It would have been a 5-on-3 if we had not challenged, but they told Rod Brindamore that it was going to be a 4-on-3. That's why he challenged it. It should have been a good goal anyway, but they wiped it off, and then we weren't able to execute on the 5-on-4, and then they were able to score off a Svechnikov turnover, just couldn't get it out. Heischer whipped one past Kochetkov, nothing he could do, so 1-1, and then a big-time push from New Jersey after that, and Kochetkov one-on-one against Jack Hughes, who I guess says they pay to watch me play. Well, I pay to watch you get denied, and Kochetkov denied him on the one-on-one. Really huge to keep it 1-1 after the big push, and then Jesperi Kotkaniemi from a impossible wacky angle, sharp angle if I've ever seen one, and it went off Dawes' back, and maybe that'll unlock things for Jesperi. He's been struggling offensively and just trying to find the back of the net, so maybe that weird one, impossible one, will completely unlock him, and it looked like it today too, because he had 2 points today against Calgary, but I'll get to that. And then 2 empty netters, one for Andrei Svechnikov, and then after the Devils were just trying everything they could. It was basically a garbage time goal with 11.3. Kochetkov couldn't freeze it with the massive humanity, so they scored with about 7.5 seconds to go, but we won the draw. Tavo put the extra bingo icing on the cake on that one, 4-2, and then today we took it to the Calgary Flames with a 7-2 victory. Tavo Teravainen put the extra point on at the end. but we Oprah Winfrey'd Calgary. That is kind of reeling from the trade deadline, losing a lot of their big pieces because they're just not where they want to be. So they're kind of resetting a little bit, and after Florida kind of smoked them, even though they had 35 shots on goal yesterday, we definitely took it to them. We outshot them 18-2 in the first period and had 2 goals. The passing was surgical, and Kuznetsov has fit in nicely. I know he hasn't registered a point yet, but man, he's super, super close. And his passing is something to watch. It's magical, and once the chemistry starts building, we could be super, super dangerous. But I'm going to try to list in order who scored. I could be wrong, so you can tell me. But so it was Martinook from Aho, super, super, like a deke, fake shot by Aho, and then an amazing pass, and then Aho scored, and then Chatfield from the point, so we got to go to Chatmandu. Then Andrei Svechnikov, just amazing passing. And then they were able to score on a really nice transition play. There was nothing Frederik Andersen could do. And if you get a pass past Jacob Slavin, you deserve to score on that one. So it was 4-1. And then Frederik Andersen made a amazing save with a stick paddle that could have made it 4-2, and you got the ghost of the Winnipeg game creeping back in your head, but he made a fantastic paddle save, and we were able to stifle the Calgary power play. I think they went 0-3 or 0-4, so that was huge as well. And then Brett Burns made it 5-1 from the Raleigh state line, just whizzed one past Vidar, which Vidar, for what it's worth, we could have had at least 11 to 12 goals. So he played his butt off regardless. So 5-1 there, and then Jarvis at the end of the second period made it 6-1, and then Freddie had his gaff, had tried to clear the puck, and it got caught on his heel, and he whiffed it, and Calgary was able to whack it in the empty net, basically. But he made some solid saves after that, because Calgary kind of had to push there. They had to push in the second period and a little bit after the Freddie miscue, and then Tavo batted it in, basically, at the tail end of the ball game, to just kind of get the icing on the cake. And I think 10 players registered a point tonight, so everybody had their mitts on this one, handprints on this one, whatever you want to call it. But that is how you erase the memory of a really bad game, but at least the bad game happened in the regular season. And I can't wait to see Jake Gensel and in the lineup. Hopefully that'll be Tuesday, if not Thursday. He's been nursing a lower body injury from what I understand, so hopefully we'll get him acclimated and see what magic we can put together. But this has been a really fun stretch. This is the most games we're going to play, so it's going to be a lot of hockey, but hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun hockey. But the Canes continue to stack the W's and are now just 2 points behind the New York Rangers, and we play them on Tuesday, as I said, so that's going to be a primetime matchup and going to be fun to watch. Also, prayers up to Jack Drury. He's out with a lower body injury sustained yesterday. I don't know how he gutted it out, but he did. But Brendan Lemieux has stepped in nicely. So definitely there, just super fun for the Canes to be able to find the back of the net a little bit more consistently, and their defense continues to be rock solid for the most part. But as always, let's go Canes.